Find your seat and start to move gently through your neck. Breathing into the belly. Just feeling into both sides of the neck, maybe dropping the chin down to the chest, starting to move the spine. Beautiful. And then roll the chest open, roll your shoulders back just a couple times. And then set the shoulders down your back, holding on tight to the kneecaps. We're going to lift through a seated cat-cow, really focusing on lifting your thoracic spine. And inhaling to lift the heart up, and then exhaling just gently round to start. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. And your head can move with the spine, or you can kind of keep your head neutral like a chicken. Pulling the heart, letting it sink. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Now make that whole movement more dramatic into the whole spine, where we are lifting our chin and then rounding out all the way down into your low back. Inhaling, open with the chest. Exhaling as you round it. Trying to pump energy up and down the length of your spine, feeling space between vertebrae, feeling the space as you open up your rib cage. One more deep inhale up, maintain the breath at the top, lifting your heart, moving everything up and in. And exhale everything out, big round. Navel back to the spine, hollow out the body, maintain the breath out. And gently inhale back to neutral. Beautiful. Let's take the hands up to heart center, start to rub the palms together. Let's just settle ourselves into intentional space this morning. As you grab that intention, pull it in, let your hands be steady right at your heart. This morning feels very calm before the storm, so you're drawing in more calm, more peace, more ease, whatever it is that calls to you this morning. Beautiful. Let's interlace our fingers, press the palms away, take a deep inhale as we rise. Go ahead and send that intention out. Let it surround you. Let's do that 2 more times. Excellent. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves up to tabletop. Do something under your knees if you like a cushion. Take a moment to wiggle out your toes, your ankles, wrists and fingers. Maybe it's a nice stretch back through the wrist. Beautiful. We'll start to move ourselves through hip circles, rooting down the hands, index fingers forward, hands below the shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale as you bring your shoulders up over the fingertips. Exhale as you take your hips back towards the heels. All the way around the circle. Feel the stretch through the shoulders, let your fingers really extend, opening up. Relax. Let big stretch through the sides of the torso, in your hips and low back as you let your body snake around. And let's reverse and take the circle back in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Bring yourself around one more time and gently land yourself in child's pose. Taking the knees wide and your big toes together, sink the hips all the way down towards your heels. With your arms outstretched in front of you, face your palms in towards each other and hold the palms together. Relaxing your forehead down to the mat. Releasing through the low back and the hips. Let your belly soften and let your belly expand with the breath. Beautiful. Let's gently bring ourselves up to downward facing dog. Take a moment in down dog, allowing one heel to sink down towards your mat, stretching the calf and the Achilles. Hold that for a few breaths before switching to the other side. While you're maintaining that single heel drop, opening up our upper back and neck, maybe giving your head a gentle shake side to side. And then switch to the other heel. Open up the upper back and shoulders a little bit more. Release the neck a little bit more. Beautiful. Bring your feet at least to hips width. Now let both heels sink down towards the mat. Deep exhale. Just letting a waterfall gush down your spine on those exhales. Really feel anything that's weighing on you, rolling, tumbling right off the shoulders. Allowing it to completely fall away. Beautiful. Good. So we're going to swing down into our plank pose. 8 down dog shin taps. Right here. Exhale back. Right hand, right shin. Inhale, heart forward over the fingertips. Exhale back, left to left. That's 2. Continue at your own breath rate. Last one here, breath. Bring your heart over your fingertips in plank, pulling your inner elbow creases forward. Spidey straight. Beautiful. After the spidey, lower yourself down, heart first going to chaturanga. And inhale into a low back bend, pull the heart forward into your cobra or sphinx. Feel those shoulders pull away from the ears and energize your feet, pressing into the ground. Beautiful. Back to downward facing dog. 2 to 3 deep breaths here, and then we'll get right back into the next cycle. Here we go. Heart over hands, tap back. Your tempo, your pace, use your breath. It's 8 on your tap backs, followed by 8 on your spideys. This is round 2 of 5. Beautiful. Maybe you're working into a slightly higher back bend. And come back to down dog. Just a couple of deep exhales. Notice your heels sinking closer to the mat. Take it right into that next pet. Round 3. Just do what you can. We've done 4 rounds previous to this. Today's our 5. We're building. But every day is different, and just listen to your body. Make sure you're moving with good form. 3 rounds done. If at any point you need to just maintain a pose, maintaining down dog or going into a forearm plank would both be fine. Here we go, round 4. Nice job using that breath. Heart over fingertips when you're in the plank pose. And making sure your heart's leaning to the ground in chaturanga. It's an easy, simple sequence, so you're just going to keep moving. We've got the last round, our 5th round. Beautiful. Rock and roll when you're ready. Smile bigger, keep breathing. Woo-hoo. Nice job, those look strong. Beautiful, good chaturanga, Amy, from the toes. Look at that, that was awesome. After your back bend, come down to your belly, bring your arms out like a T. Let's do a nice prone twist. You step in one leg back, we're gonna land the sole of the foot. So your knees up to the sky. Good, and come back through your center. Gently roll to the other side. Beautiful, and back to center. Go ahead and press yourself to downward facing dog. It won't make you stay here long. Really focus on opening up your upper back and lifting your sitting bones. Get long through your spine. Really lengthen. Heels are dropping to the ground. Press them down towards the ground. Let's tiptoe our feet forward to the fingers. Woo, good. Big toe to big toe or slightly wider, depending on how tight you are. Soften the knees, depending on how tight those hamstrings are. Inhale, halfway rise, crescent position. Back flat like a table. Exhale, big fold. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, chair pose. Press the insides of the knees together, lift back, tuck the tail. Nice and low in that chair. Let's take our hands down to heart. Beautiful. Stay low in the chair. Gently step the left foot back, coming into crescent lunge. Nice. Interlacing the fingers, index fingers stay extended. Lift the heart up and open. Big front body stretch. Get a little deeper into your lunge. Couple deep exhales. Nice. Hands back down to heart center. And take it into a twist, connecting your left elbow outside your right knee. Really focus on lengthening your back and pressing energy out through your left foot. Maybe you can open the arms and give a wrap. Awesome. Unravel the twist, coming back to center crescent lunge. Shifting over to your left foot, low lateral lunge. Take as low as you can. Nice. Come up, wide angle forward fold. Pressing the hands into the ground. Send your sitting bones up, up, up to the sky. Notice the energy you're pressing into your heels to spin the sitting bones up to the sky. Beautiful. Scoop up a block. Go ahead and pivot back to your right. Shape this into triangle pose. Take a block to the inside of the ankle. Turning in your left toe slightly, right toe to the flat short end of the mat. Dropping the shoulders. Let yourself stretch forward and down. Dropping out of the shoulders. Lifting your heart open. Extending the arms around the side. Nice. Bending into that forward knee. Lengthen out your stride. Keep the arm down, but feel the hip pull forward as we take that into a side angle. Nice. Reverse warrior. Excellent. Go ahead and wiggle back up to the top of the mat. We're going to go forward fold, pedal out the legs. Nice. Big toes together. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up. Exhale, sink chair pose. Knees pressing together. Scoop up the belly, sitting bones to your heels. Staying low in the chair, hands to heart center. Right foot steps back, left stays planted. Crescent lunge. Inhale, both arms up. Inhale, opening up the heart. Stretch underneath the armpits, reaching your arms back and up. Chin can lift. Maybe you can drop a little lower into that lunge. Stretch your arms. Hands down to heart center. Taking this into a twist, connecting our right elbow outside the left knee. Opening up the arms, giving yourself a wrap, half full. Beautiful. Unraveling that twist. Come all the way up and open over to that right foot. Low lateral lunge. Sink as low as you comfortably can. If the heel can stay on the ground, great. If you want to stay up halfway, part way, that's fine too. Beautiful. Rise up, forward fold, wide ankle. Adjust your feet so the outer ridges are parallel to the outside of the mat. Pressing into your heels to lift your sitting bones even higher. Using those big exhales to release the neck and the shoulders. Feeling the low back extend and open. Complete decompression. Beautiful. Gently press up, bringing your block inside the ankle of your forward foot. Back toes ever so slightly turned in, forward toes facing the short end of your mat. Triangle pose, lengthening your torso out and opening up the chest. Notice how much weight you've got on your block right now. Half, or even less than half. Maybe lifting your heart further away from your hip bone. Beautiful. Gently bending into the forward knee, keeping our hand down. Notice the hip shift. That left hip pulls a little more forward as our knee bends. Good. Feel an awesome stretch around your hips as your rib cage rotates open. Awesome. Come on up. Reverse warrior. And windmill feet together. Nice job. Big toe to big toe. Give yourself a nice little pedal out. Nice. Let's leave our left hand rooted down, bend into the left knee, open the right arm all the way up. Pull the heart forward over the hand. Really focusing on the length of your spine. Good, and unravel that side of the twist. Opposite knee bends, so right hand down, right knee bend, left arm up. Beautiful, back down to center. Take your feet a little bit wider, like as wide as your hips, soften your knees, crisscross the arms at the elbows and just let yourself dangle down. Let the torso lay right to the front of the thighs, so bend into your knees. Beautiful. Soften the knees even more. Roll up like a ragdoll, or even use your hands to walk up the front of the thighs. Bring your head up last. Pressing down to the soles of your feet. Just coming into Tadasana. Feeling into your body, feeling rooted and strong. I'll play a little hand to foot pose, so have your strap available if you'd like it. Let's bring our big toes back together. Opening up at the heart. Feel yourself weight down through the entire foot. Let's bring it into tree first. So weight to the left foot, right foot up. Gently grow the branches once you've got your rooted foundation. Press even more firmly down through the left foot to bring your hips more under you. And lift your rib cage even higher. Beautiful. Taking your right knee forward. Arms can stay right where they are. And then extend that right leg straight. Start with no support. Good. And then taking your hands down behind the thigh. Start there. Lifting your chest open. Try to get tall. So no hinge forward at the hip just yet. And then start to walk your hands down towards your calf or ankle, letting your torso fold in. And then eventually getting to the sole of the foot. Beautiful. Let's take that right ankle across the left thigh. Sink it down into single leg chair. If you can, let's try that bound arm variation again. Holding the heart to the shin bone in a humble single leg chair. Give it a shot. Beautiful. Gently rise out of it. Good. Just land the right foot for a moment. Take an exhale. Step your right foot back. Lining up your heels. Heel to heel. Scissor in the inner thigh so the hips are nice and square towards the front of your mat. And let's fold into pyramid. If the block is within reach, roll it in. Lift up the left toe, your forward toe. Place it on the block. So let's stretch through the sole of the foot and the Achilles. Inhaling your heart over your toes. Inhaling to draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. And then let yourself sink in a little deeper. If it's too intense to have the toe raised, bring it back down to the ground. But check it out. Bring the toe back down to the ground, and we'll take this into revolved triangle, rooting down the right hand on either the ground or the block, and opening the left arm up to the sky. Focus on your rib cage rotating. Beautiful. And back down to center. Gently set the feet parallel. Give it all a nice little shake. Inhale, halfway rise, pressing into the shins. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, sinking again. Bend into your knees, rise up. Bringing the toes back together. Remember, when we're in Tadasana, the big toes are together. All of your toes are spread out really wide. The heels are not touching. The heels are apart. Big toes together. Outer ridges of the feet, two parallel lines. So finding that. You drop the hands back down. With the heart open. Move the energy all the way down to your fingertips. Send your sitting bones down to your heels to lift up the front body. And starting to find tree pose, moving down your right foot, bringing the left foot up. Pressing firmly down into the right foot. That's going to activate the glute in your hip. And gently growing the branches once you have the stability of the glutes. Beautiful. Taking that left knee forward and sending the left leg out. Keeping the arms up overhead. Good support behind the left thigh. Broaden your chest. So if you interlace the hands behind the left thigh, pull your heart forward. Open up your collarbones. Maybe this pose stays right here for you. Listen to your body, listen to that, whatever you've got going on. You want to try to walk the hands out towards the ankle, letting your torso fold in. Maybe even out to the sole of the foot. Really push down to the right foot. Keep your right knee straight. And then lift the heart back open, lengthening up your upper back. So remember, you're working within where you need to work. Going beyond isn't necessarily better. Beautiful. Bringing in the single leg chair as you're ready to. Trying our bound arm, humble variation here. Get that chair nice and low, dropping the hips. Peel your shoulders back, opening up the collarbones. The arms are strong, reaching, stretching. Opening up the chest. Beautiful job. Gently rise. Nice work. Right foot stays planted, nice wide toes, heel to heel alignment, pyramid pose, scissor in the inner thighs. Back toe at a 45 diagonal, heel to heel. Exhale, fold it down. Lifting your heart, pulling the right hip back. Again. Elevating the forward toe if you like. If it's too intense, send it back down. Give it a shot. And once you've got it elevated, again, inhaling heart over your toes, and that right hip backing up. Beautiful. Bringing the right toe back down. Let's take revolve triangle, opening up our right arm, lengthening ground to sky. It's that rib cage rotation. Right, strong legs, nice. Awesome. And back to center. And gently step together. Give it a wiggle. Nice, nice work. We're gonna step back into our wide angle forward fold. You can just roll right into that if you choose. Go a little wider this time and really press into your feet to take the sitting bones up high. Maybe the crown of your head is ready to come down lower to the ground using your block. Maybe you can touch that crown of the head down to your block to the ground. Big energy out through the heels. Rolling the sitting bones to the sky. Beautiful. Bring your heels inward. Take a step in, bend into the knees, drop the hips, press the knees back. Use the forearms. Nice. Hands to the tops of the quads. Drop one shoulder and twist. Inhale through center and drop to the other side. Nice. And up. Straighten the legs. Toes are still extremely rotated. Take the arms out like a T. Let's take our right arm over our left. Coming to eagle. Lifting the elbows from the chest. Press your palms together. Press into each other. Now drop back into the hips. Hips straight down below the shoulders. Knees pressing back open. Lifting up through the pelvic floor. And then exhale, taking the torso in. Feel that space in your spine. Keep pressing the knees back. Bend into the knees deeper. Breathe into your back. Breathe to the root of your spine. Beautiful. Gently roll up. Unravel the arms. Roll the shoulders back. Nice. Arms out again. This time left arm coming over right. Feel into your neck. And drop the chin into that little nook created. Pushing the inner elbows together and pushing the palms together. You feel more of a stretch. And then dropping into the legs, staying tall, shoulders over the hips. Kind of tuck your tailbone down a bit to lift your belly. Good. Exhale, forward. Beautiful. Come on up. Nice. Go ahead and pivot towards the front of your mat. and drop down into a low lunge. You can bring a blanket underneath your knee. Go ahead and start with my right foot forward as well. If I'm top of your mat was your right side, but for sake of confusion, I'll go ahead and go to my right. So start at low lunge, just opening up your hips, letting your hip flexor extend. Maybe you want to take the top of your back foot, point your toes to the back end of your mat, and press in gently to the top of the back foot to take some weight off your back. Maybe you're also going to feel a deeper stretch into the hip flexor. And then as we come into BDQS, you can put left hand on a block or keep it on the ground as you windmill your right hand back to connect to the left foot. Now, hips need to stay hinged forward, sinking forward. So at the moment you start to windmill back, your hips move back and your butt's back here. Now you're right down on your knee back. So it's not working for you. So just stay in the low lunge. And you may even just want to twist with the low lunge and hold to the outer thigh, and that's just fine too. Otherwise, you can use an arm extender and loop that foot into the strap. Lots of options, but they should all be comfortable. Really allow your chest to rotate open here. Beautiful. And unravel. If you're in the mood to work on your splits today, you can take that right foot forward. Otherwise, start to turn that hip open and move into pigeon pose. A couple options. Take what works for you and what you choose this morning. With your pigeon, if you've got quite a lot of space here under the outer right thigh, you could use your blanket and create a little cushion. Because ultimately, you want your hips square to your mat. If you notice that you're sinking too far to the left, maybe we need to support the right. And then as you sink forward, lengthening your spine, still pulling the collarbones open and the sternum forward. Just relaxing with each breath. Notice how the edge slowly recedes and you draw yourself a little further forward, creating a slightly deeper variation, re-engaging that deep stretch. Unraveling more of the knots in that hip. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and slowly unravel that side. Bring yourself into a puppy pose or gently sway the hips. Maybe it's a sink all the way back to child's pose. Whatever it is that your body feels it needs, you can go ahead and do that now before transferring over to the other side. And again, we'll start in that nice low lunge. Feeling a little energy pressing into the top of the back foot. Open up the hip flexor. And then with the right hand, either on the block or the ground, the block's gonna give you a little more space. So if you're tight, use the block. And then rotate the left arm back to find the right foot. And you're trying to find the pinky toe side, the outer ridge of that foot. Opening up your shoulders and rotating the rib cage towards the foot. Maybe even looking back over the left shoulder. And slowly release. Again, if you want to extend that forward leg and work into a split today, you can take that forward leg forward with a support block, or start to wander that forward foot across the body into pigeon pose, possibly supporting the outside of the forward thigh as you lengthen the torso forward. And start to completely unravel on the hip. Consciously taking your breath into those spaces that are restricted. And allowing them to gently release on your exhales. Just watch that tension leave the body. Notice the subtle adjustments as the edge starts to dissipate. And the heart a little further forward, releasing the neck, the jaw, laying the sternum forward and opening up the collarbones. Slowly unraveling that side. Go ahead and roll right to your back. So the knees always come right in as you roll to the back. Get the knees and low back pressure. As you roll over, the knees just naturally go to hug right up into the chest. And then you can hold on to the kneecaps to gently move some circles around iliosacral joints. And that was a lot of nice deep forward folds today, so there should be some space. Good. Small circles back the opposite direction. And then arms out like a T. Let's cross the right knee over the left. Gently like both legs fall off to the left side. Anchoring down the right shoulder, maybe look out to your right palm. Have that palm turned up to the sky. Sometimes I even like to take my left hand and press right into the hip crease on this right side. And I get a really nice stretch in my low back. I'm going to come back through the center. Crossing left over right. Both legs falling out to the right. Anchoring our left shoulder, looking out to the left palm, turn to the sky. And maybe that right hand presses down into the left hip piece. So you're making the left side of the waist just a little bit longer, and it's going to stretch right into the low back. Beautiful. Come back into the center. Take those knees right up underneath your shoulders and feet to the sky in happy baby pose. Relax your shoulders so your arms are just dead weight, moving onto the soles of the feet. So it's just the weight of your arms helping facilitate the stretch here. Releasing the soles of the feet. Just rock laterally, hugging the knees. Beautiful. And then let's come into our Shavasana. If there's any variations that you want today, I'm going to take a bound angle variation using my blocks to support just outside my knees. I'm just opening the palms up to the sky, soles of the feet together again. Lie out flat. Maybe take a restorative bridge or something like that. If the legs up the wall, choose a different Shavasana variation. You guys just start to let yourself completely melt in, allowing the realignment to take hold. Feel into those first deep exhales, allowing yourself to melt into your mat. Releasing the shoulders down. Like everything completely unravel. And start to call yourself back to the physical body. Take a deep breath. Wake up the arms and the legs. Take a nice big full body stretch. And any other kind of wiggles that you need before moving on to your side. And gently making your way up to seated. Let's open the palms up. And lengthen your spine from the crown of the head all the way down to your sitting bones, pressing into the back. And feel the breath expand below the rib cage. Up. Hands up to heart center. Take a moment to send out a little extra love and gratitude today. And take a moment to invite extra love and gratitude back in.